Alright, so as I do with every festival, I tell you few weeks beforehand what to expect for the festival, what to prepare mentally. This one's gonna be a blast, right? So there are things in here that happened last year that were super controversial because people got very mad. So keep it in mind that I don't know if they're gonna do it this year, so don't get mad at this update. Just get mad after the update. So we'll see what happens, right? I don't think they'll do it this year, but they could screw you. Who knows? But there is a lot of great stuff here, right? There is a lot of freebies. These are the JP anniversaries, which are usually hyped. Again, you may be going through pain and suffering due to the fact that you hate this banner, or due to the fact that you're getting shafted miserably on this banner. Just know the anniversary is around the corner, so be prepared for that, and hopefully your hype is transferred onto that. Today, let's talk about it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's jump into it. So, first thing, I went through a crap ton of patch notes to bring this to you. First, we have Bond over here. Bond was 2 years ago, this anniversary, that is what happened. I then went and pulled up Elizabeth, right? So Elizabeth was last year's anniversary. We'll go through each one, compare the two, and talk about what we're most likely getting and what to expect on that notion. Also, Global has confirmed that the starter rush draw will be ending, not a JP only thing. So again, the chance of getting a free banner is at an all-time high, though again, who knows, right? It's been a year, they probably are resetting it, putting some new characters towards it. Again, I personally see it being decent, but not the best, right? Last year we were shocked that it happened for the first time. Again, this year, I see them improving it, but not improving it too much. Just maybe like Purg Bond, Festival King, something like that getting added to it, but nothing more. Personally, nothing more. Not like Esterosa or something like that. Maybe Margaret, even though, she's not the best anymore in comparison. Again, Mael buffed her, whatever, but she's not like the greatest unit, right? So something like that should happen. We'll see what happens, but again, last year what it looked like with the starter rush draw, that kicked off a week prior, I do believe. 531, so I think it was a week prior, right? This update was huge because it gave you for the first time ever a free festival unit. Since then, they've added so many more festival units, so for them giving you a festival unit for free really isn't too bad. Remember that they've given so many away so far, it doesn't really matter, right? So again, depending on what they do, it should be pretty decent. And always having extra Fez dupes are great, and you can exchange it for whatever you want. Potentially another Fez unit like Festival Merlin, Festival Esterosa, anybody of that's not a light or a dark unit, which is big. So again, on the SSR hero lineup, there was a lot of things to look forward to. A really good free banner, and probably one of the best ones we've had in the game. Though me saying that is also a lie, because with this banner, we had the seasonal banner, which was a 6% insane rate up banner, which was outstanding. Probably my favorite banner ever. I pulled 6 units that I really wanted. 2 of them were Gother and the copy of Gother, which was, again, for me at the time, huge. And this will always be my favorite free banner off of bias, due to the fact that 6% really changed it. It was called the Fever Banner, a system that we haven't seen since this update, which it would be cool to revive that, but I think that people really got lucky, so, and people were able to dive gems in this banner, and they did, and they won. So an outstanding rate up, which we saw, if they were to push the rate up a little bit on banners like 5% or more, you would see a huge difference. So depending on what they do in the future, but that was a thing which was huge for the game, right? So with that, we'll ignore the free banners now, continue on with the rest of the update. Again, you're going to get a chapter as always, which is the usual thing. For that update over here with Bond, you did not get a free unit, correct? Because they just reran the last free unit, okay? With this one, with Liz, you did get a free unit, which is the brand new Hawk. You did get the new introduction system, which was level 100. Now, I don't know if they're going to do it this year, so that's why I don't want to say like panic and, get scared. But there is a high chance they do it this year, where they put out, level 110, if you will. Again, it's going to be an absolute nightmare, but I don't think they will. It's only been a year. I think maybe another, we're 6 months away before seeing that. So a year and 6 months, which is perfectly fine in my opinion. But, they have been giving more UR pendants. It has been getting a little bit more, but still, I personally don't want to see another level up right now. 6 months, maybe more, then we can, even consider it. At that too, pushing it, but we can consider it at that point. They also did Tower of Trials in this update. They added a join real time for death matches, which was a huge quality of life. With this update also, they did huge quality of life updates. Again, they introduced this time, for the first time in forever, this boss, which was again the original demon. That was there, added to the bottom row of that. Card set, relic for Gother. This anniversary, we could probably see the relic for Liz, which was leaked, so keep that in mind. That is something to look forward to also, which is pretty good. Liz itself got her cosmetics, as usual. You'll get your cosmetics, pretty basic stuff there. The units in the shop, as usual, that'll happen again. Remember also, prior to Bond getting his banner, there was a step-up banner. This year, I don't know if they're going to do a free unit or a step-up banner, depends. Probably not a step-up banner, given we have already information separately, but we'll see what they do. Could be a free unit, or just could be nothing. Again, it depends on what they want to do. We don't really know. There were huge revamps across the board on this stuff, on the stamina stuff. Overall, there was like an insane amount of like just improvements. Yeah, what a dead patch notes actually. Holy crap. After this is just dead. But yeah, that's kind of what Bond did. Again, a little bit more of a smaller fez, but JP's one for Liz was huge, right? We had Margaret become a login hero, which is cool. But yes, on the fact of a login, I didn't talk about that yet, and I want to mention that. So with Liz, I believe we got a 300 gem login because she was a light character. That is the system that they've been doing here. They give away those things. There's a lot in this update. Holy hell. But yeah, they do give away a login, which I don't know if it's the check-in hero event thing. There's some sort of login that kicked off here, right? It was a 300 gem login, an absolutely great login. But the only thing is, they only do those logins when it's a light or a dark character. Usually when it's not, for example, Berserker Starossa, Deanne, and a few other festivals, they only do 180 gems. So it fully depends on what the anniversary will actually give you. Let's say it is Bond. Now, if it is Bond, people are telling me he's confirmed a dark unit if they do a new Bond. Which the only reasoning I can think of is that he gets the Purgatory stuff, and like because of all that Purgatory stuff in him or whatever, he then has the Dark Attribute, which would be cool because it'll be like our first character that's not Meliodas that's dark. Again, people also don't want to see him as dark because they're just like throwing the attribute everywhere. Personally, I wouldn't care. I would like to see more dark characters that are not Meliodas, right? So if it is a dark character, you can expect a 300 gem login. If it's not a dark character, you can most likely expect to be just a regular 180, maybe a 200, but I don't think any more than that. But again, depends on what attribute the character is. It depends on what content you get in the update itself. If it's like final boss and stuff like that, they will obviously deduct the login to less, right? So again, fully depends, but off of everything, the character itself, we also have to talk about, but we don't know. Could be Bond, could be Chaos Arthur, could be, again, it's most likely a Sin. These festivals have been, but you saw they changed the other fez, which was, they changed it to a Holy War, made it Mael instead of a Sin, as the other years were. So it could be like Zeldris. You could see Demon King Zeldris hit this festival. That's a confirmed dark unit. Boom, there you go. You could see probably not Meliodas. I don't see that one working. The other one, like the Demon King Meliodas, I don't see that, but depends on what they do as the festival unit. It could be a new Gother. Personally, not a new Harlequin. We already have 2, so not that. We already have enough Merlins. Definitely not that. We already have one Deanne, and she's already still useful. I don't want to see that happen. That means they love Deanne at that point, right? But we basically already know a realm of thinking of where to go for the anniversary unit itself. But again, across the board, the update itself should be stacked. I'm just hoping level 110 doesn't get added in. We will get revamps, we'll get quality of life updates, we should get a login, we should get a free banner, we should, if they want to, give a free unit, but again, they've been a little bit lazy recently, which I doubt they will, but we'll see what they do with that part of it. Again, with the rest of the update, there are a few more things. Again, the free hawk right there, check-in event, which was the gems I mentioned, special missions, reward soldiers as always, spin event, blessings of the goddess event, boss parade, boosting events, one step evolution event, which was, again, they give a free like level up to make one character up to 90 or 80 or whatever they want to, which would be very huge. I hope they do that again. But they do this every anniversary, so just probably you can expect that one, which would be great. You can level up the festival unit or whoever you want all the way up to 90. So big update there. And if that does drop, that'll be great. Also, we're still waiting on the one and only gear gacha, which we still haven't gotten. So I do wonder what they do there and how that goes, but we'll see. We really can't tell. And I think that update's been, or that, event itself has been just like gated, or what's the word, vaulted, if you will, gone forever, never to release again. They have not released that in, I think, 2 years now. So been plenty of time since we had that update, which was, again, sad to see, but it's gone. And again, before this, we did have Excalibur Arthur. Depends on what they did. Again, you had Hawk, which is a free unit. They didn't do anything that time. When they did Excalibur Arthur, they did drop a few events with it, but we don't know what they're going to do again. Depends on what they want to. They have been lazy, so I'm not going to expect too much from it. Starter Restra, again, there is some good stuff with this update, and some great stuff to look forward to, but Depends on if they do add 110. I'm kind of sketchy on that one. I don't want to see it just yet. I do want a little bit more time. Again, I'm still level 100 units, even though they're like, I've leveled up most of them, like 95% of them, right? But there are still a crap ton, and as new characters drop, it does get a little bit hard to like finish up a lot of the characters also. But people want it, people don't want it. It's a very touchy topic, if you will, because people get mad because they really like it and they want 110. Depends, right? So it really depends, but that's really it. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a stay safe, peace, and enjoy. Basically, what to expect in the update. A login, basically some sort of free banner has to happen. Obviously, 900 fez. Depends on if it's a light or a dark unit. That will depend on what your login turns out to be. You will get events. You will get quality of life changes, and good ones at that. You will expect a lot of other stuff. Freebies, again, maybe some new content. Finally, we may get that mode they promised, which was the knighthood one, or that other one they promised. There's 2 modes they promised, right? Which maybe we finally see those, which would be actually huge. That was mentioned in the dev notes. So depends on if they actually want to do that. That's there also. But again, the new PvE content in the works, and the other one that was in the works, which they've been promising for decades, never have done it. It's that knighthood one that they've been trying to revamp, and till today, no revamp. So I don't know what they're doing there. But yeah, that's really it. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a stay safe, peace, and enjoy. Quick little talk about what to expect. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it.